Hey, awesome ones. So you know I always keep it real here. To be honest, I'm in a rut. I have really let my nighttime relaxation routine just kind of slide. And I'm also very much in need of a bit of a pampering day. I really want to get back to myself. So instead of just keeping my nighttime routine a secret, I thought I would share it with you, the awesome ones. And I have 17 tips for you. So maybe you're one of those people kind of like myself and your time is really maxed out, or maybe you're just finding that you want to get out of a rut. These tips will help. And let's just get started here. Tip number 1. First, set aside the time for your pampering. You know, you might only be able to do 5 hours in an evening and not a whole day, but still that's great for you. And also write it in your day timer if you still have a day timer, and write it in ink. Also let people know that, you know, this is my time and I really want to be quiet and I'm not going to be answering the phone or whatever, just so you can set aside the time for yourself. And remember, this pampering, this self-care is very, very important to your well-being. Tip number 2 is on the day of, have a nice relaxing bath, or maybe if you prefer, a nice relaxing shower, and don't wash your hair, all right? We're trying to relax here. We're not trying to shampoo, rinse, repeat, put on the conditioner and blow dry. No, we're gonna leave that for another day. Tip number 3 is all about moisturizing, and I don't want this video to go too long, so I'll leave my face and skincare moisturizing. That'll be for another video. But I am absolutely loving this Moroccan oil. It's a body serum, and it's specially made to be put on at night, so it's not like super greasy or anything like that. And what I do is I just squirt a little bit into my hand, and I put these on, or this on my legs and also on my arms, but I'm not putting it under my arms or my knees or above my knees, and I'm going to get to that in the next step. That's where tip number 4 gets involved, and I love this product, and it's from Strivectin. It's called Crepe Control Tightening, and I just put a little bit on. I just sort of squirt a little bit into my hand, and then I don't know about you, but I've got crepiness underneath my arms, and so I really rub it in there. I also rub it into my knees and above my knees where, well, I need something for that. And also, I just want to let you know that this usually comes in a 2-pack. You get the Crepe Control, whoops, let's go like that. And also you get the exfoliating body scrub with it as well for Crepe Control. But since we're on a relaxing day, we're not going to do the exfoliation today. And by the way, I'll have most of the product information for you underneath the video description and also in the comments. All right, let's look at tip number 5. Get into a comfy pair of pajamas, or maybe a très chic one, like this one that I'm wearing here is very silky. It's got the piping. It looks like it's a European designer, but I got it from Amazon for less than $30. And you know what else I love about it? It's got an elastic waistband, so I want to relax and be comfy, and this is definitely fitting the bill for that. For tip number 6, let's set the mood. And first of all, we're going to set the mood with a sense of aroma. And what I would say is use a diffuser like this. I love this little one. It's just fabulous. Just put a little bit of water in it. And then what you do is you put in your choice of essential oils. And again, I love this package. My favorites in here are the lavender because they're so relaxing. And then there's another one called lemongrass. And the reason that I love the lemongrass is a lot of times when I do go to a spa, I notice that this is the aroma that's sort of filtering through everywhere. And it's just absolutely lovely. Tip number 7 is to set the mood for a relaxing kind of lighting. And I love these flickering battery-operated candles. And you know why? Because a lot of times I end up falling asleep, so these are pretty safe. But what I also love about these candles is they come with a remote, so you can set them for 2, 4, 6, or even 8 hours, and they'll have an auto shut-off. Now, music is so important for tip number 8, and what you could do is maybe stream a playlist of spa music. Or maybe you prefer one of your favorite singers. Like, I really love Sade. Do you remember her back, I think, a few decades ago? Smooth Operator and Greatest Taboo, like all those songs. Let me know in the comments if she was one of your favorites. Wow, I'm really kind of getting relaxed just thinking about these things, and I hope that you're writing them down, but if you didn't, don't worry about it. You can always play this video back on your special self-care day. And talking about videos, don't forget to subscribe. There's a button down there somewhere, and also click on the bell so you're notified when my videos are out. And if you like videos like this and ideas like this, I also include in my live events, which are at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every single Wednesday at amazon.com/shop/awesomeover50. And we just kind of hang out like girlfriends. We chat and we browse skincare, hair care, makeup, fashion, even some housewares. So I would love, 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 love for you to join us there. Now for tip number 9. I want you to pour yourself maybe a cup of herbal tea or maybe even a glass of wine. And I just want you to really feel the essence of all this. Like, can you hear the music? Can you taste the wine? You know what? You deserve this, girlfriend. Let's just take a second here and just sort of close our eyes and just feel the essence of relaxation. All right, back to reality. For tip number 10, I love this lavender hand cream from L'Occitane. I think that's how it's pronounced. And it's just, you know, if you have problems going to sleep at night, this is just absolutely heavenly. And the lavender really helps you to go to sleep. And this L'Occitane brand, I think it's from France. It's the real deal as far as lavender is concerned. And absolutely heavenly. Tip number 11 is to write in a gratitude journal. And I suggest just a pad of paper like this. It keeps it simple. I just put on one line, and look at all the ones that I've already done. I mean, I really do this every single night. And I just put one line of what I'm grateful for that day. And you know, if you just write down one event, it really helps you to have what I call an attitude of gratitude. Number 12 is really optional, but for me, I say my prayers every single night, and I've done this since I was a kid in Sunday school. And you know, there are definitely those days when, I don't know, I say my prayers and then I just kind of relax a little bit more and I let go and I let God. Tip number 13 is let's do some deep breathing. You know, it's amazing when we're busy and running around all over the place, how we're just kind of taking short breaths. But at nighttime, what I like to do is I like to take the deep breaths, and I'll show you how I do it. First of all, I'll take a deep breath in, and I take the deep breath in of a count of about 7, and then I hold it for a count of 8. And then after I've done that, I just let it flow out really quickly. And I would suggest that you only do this maybe about 3 times, because if you do it more than that, trust me, you get kind of dizzy. My next tip, I think we're at number 14, is no scrolling of your phone or calling people or watching the news. Definitely none of that. What I want you to do is maybe start reading a good book, nothing too scary though. And for me, what I like to do is I like to watch something funny at night, like something that just makes me laugh. And most of the time I just start dozing off as I'm watching something funny. So those are my suggestions, but Remember I told you about a pamper day, so this was kind of for the evening, but let's pretend you've just had your shower, and I want to give you a few more tips for when the day is kind of stretched out and you're having one of those lucky pamper days. So tip number 15 would be to soak our hands into some nice warm water and then get some cuticle oil and push back your cuticles. And then what I really like to use is almost a natural kind of nail polish like this one. This is Insta-Dry by Sally Hansen, and the color on this is Make It Snappy. And what I like about it is it's very natural looking, and it's not like a red nail polish where you have to touch it up all the time. My next tip is all about the feet. So what I want you to do is maybe run a bath and just soak your feet in warm water and then apply a really nice foot cream. Now, if you have kind of really dry feet, this O'Keeffe's foot cream, it's fabulous. It's really, really nice. And I'll just kind of show it to you here. There you go. And what I do is after I've taken my feet out of the bathtub, I'm drying them off, and then I apply this. And then what I do is I put on a kind of fluffy pair of socks, and I just sort of let that cream really just melt into my feet for a little while. My next tip is to remember that self-care, it's really not selfish. I know these days a lot of us are caring for elderly relatives, and they really need us to be at our best. And you know what? If you're just run ragged, you're not going to be there for them. Let's face it, we all need relaxing me time. And I really want you to carve out the time in the evening. My time in the evening, I just start at 10 o'clock and I just really start to relax. And then, of course, I start watching something funny, maybe around 11. But make sure you have that time in the evening just to unwind. And also maybe once a month at least, have one of those pamper days or pamper 5 hours. And, you know, we darn well deserve it, don't we? And I just think that of all the beauty routines that I tell you about, this one is the best one. It's helping you with beauty on the inside and also in the outside, and it's just one more way to keep it awesome.